Guys, so just wanted to do a quick video to show you how I secure on like Swarovski crystals or do 3D clusters or secure any kind of gems. So I will show you the products that I use. The first product we're looking at is Zulay Bling adhesive. I purchased this for $10 on their website and it ships from California. I'm here up in Washington, so it arrives pretty quick. She probably ships within a day or two from when you place the order. And I get it in about 2 or 3 days from the time she ships it out, which is really cool. But this stuff is really good. I've been using it for almost a year now and it works on all my clients. Like, I love it. So I'll show you really quickly how I would use this. We're gonna use these little crystals. I purchased these on Amazon like 2 years ago when I was into nails, and I have a feeling they're not real Swarovskis, even though they were marketed as that. So yeah, I don't use them on my clients just because I'm not sure what they are. But anywho, so let's say you have a nail, and this was the color. This is like a Eternal Beige 123 Go soft gel nail. So after I've designed and painted this nail, what I would do is go in with top coat. I don't think I put this nail on fully. It feels wobbly. And this is like an old top coat, but we're gonna use it for video purposes. So I would go in with the top coat and cure this for about a minute or two, whatever your directions say. So let me cure this really quick and then I'll show you what I do after. All right, so I just took this out of the lamp and I forgot to mention this is like a no wipe top coat. It's OPI Axiom. This is the top coat that I've been using for quite some time now. And no special reason. It is really good. It was something that was in our student kit at nail school, and then I ended up just buying a bunch of them after. But anyhow, so this is out of the lamp. It's no wipe top coat. So I would take this Zulay Bling and I would put a little bit where I'm planning to place the stone, and then grab my stone and place it. It sticks pretty quick. Sometimes you have a few seconds to slide it around. Sometimes you don't. With the shiny top coat, you can move it for a few seconds, but it's starting to stick or whatever. Yeah, it's starting to like stick. So yeah, I would go in and do my bling. Let's like add another one. Sorry, being clumsy. Can't grab one. Sorry. All right. So let's say if I was just doing that to the nail, I would take this nail glue dryer, but only when I'm done blinging out this nail. And you can go through if it's still sliding or you're not sure if it's dry, just spray it. You literally only need like one little spray and it is on there. And the reason why I do the top coat then do this, because I used to put the stones on and then do the bling and then do the top coat around it. The reason why I started doing it after top coat is because I noticed when I would put the stones down and then do the bling adhesive, sometimes some of the chemical from the bling adhesive would still be wet. And so I'd go in with my top coat and then polish the nail, and it would have a reaction to my polish, and then my polish would be really gooey and thick. So I started doing it this way. And if you notice, I didn't like roughen up the area where I was going to add the stone even after doing top coat, but it's totally fine. Like, this is how I've been doing it on my clients and they have no problems. Their jewels stay on. So you don't have to roughen it for this. You could if you really wanted to, but I don't, and it works out. So that's pretty much how I do flat stones. You could do 3D stones with this, like, or even these charms. If you've seen these before, I do use this sometimes to adhere them onto the nail, and it works just fine. Although I do go over it with a gel top coat, non-cleansed top coat, just to make sure it holds that gold color, and then to actually really secure it in after. So like I could show you right now, just so you know. Hopefully this fits on the nail. Sometimes you have to bend these. There is a bending tool for these though, which is really cool. I saw it on AliExpress for like $2. I might order it. Not necessary. Just kidding. I grabbed the wrong stuff. Sorry. You want to grab your Zulays? Put it where you're planning to place the charm. Oh, see, that already stuck. It's not even moving. So yeah, sometimes you have to be quick with it. But basically, let's say that's on there. I sprayed it. I would take my top coat. Let me make sure this is dry. It's a little sticky. Oh no, it's not sticky. It was. I thought it was. But yeah, I would go over this just to protect the color. I would go over the whole nail, possibly if I needed to again. But because you could go over this again if you wanted like extra protection. You don't have to, but I'm definitely going to go over like that part. Sorry, I'm not doing this neat because I'm just trying to show you really quick so I can go. But yeah, you would put that in the lamp and you're done. All right, so the next thing I'll show you is how I do 3D clusters. I do my 3D clusters with acrylic. I have tried other ways, but I always end up going back to acrylic. Doesn't matter which acrylic you use. I use Young Nails. So let's see. So for this, I would do my top coat. I'm not going to do it for the video, but let's pretend I had it. Then I would roughen up the area a little bit, just with like a little buffer. And that's going to give the acrylic something to stick to. And then let's see if I could find something. Oops. We'll do, oh, those are pretty. I don't know if I want to use those. Let me find something in there. I don't want to waste anything. Okay, I'll use these. All right, so okay. All right, so with this method, I would have my monomer and my acrylic, and I would get an acrylic brush. Ah, my nails are stuck together. So I'd put my brush in and release some of that liquid, because you kind of want a dry bead. I would actually pick up more than this, but let's just start with this because you can always build up. I usually have a tweezer. We'll see if I can grab it. But I would start to place these in with my tweezer or my nail sometimes. Sorry. And you want to place it onto the acrylic. Like press it in. And get your shaping right. It's sliding a little bit, but hold on. This is actually pretty. I should have saved these. Wow. But let's see, or let's say it's like that, right? But then if you have a 3D brush, let me see if I can find mine. I just got this one off Amazon maybe like a month ago, but I just opened it up, I think like a couple days ago. I haven't used any 3D art on it yet though. Hold on, that's not a good. But you can take little tiny beads and you can go under this. You could do this with a full-size brush, but I'm actually finding it easier to go in with the 3D brush. That way you don't waste product and you're getting it right where you want it. So what I'm doing is I'm filling in some of the gaps, and I'm trying to also create like a prong type of effect. So I go up a little bit behind and on the side of the jewel, or the cluster, I should say. I would have had this a little bit more close if this wasn't for like practice purposes. I would have probably put it up closer or turned the jewel the other way, just so that there's no gap right there. It doesn't look terrible, but that's what I would do if this was like a real person. But yeah, I'm basically just going in with small beads of acrylic and going like under the nail, not nail, the jewel, to make sure that it's has acrylic around it so that it kind of stays in place and holds it down. So it may take a second, but you would do that all around the nail. I would, if I was leaving this gap open right here, I would, well, even if I wasn't, you want to put some down in there. It's hard to get it off my brush, but be careful not to mess up the jewel. These are fake, so if they were Swarovskis, I'd be a little bit more worried. Which is something I purchased off AliExpress a long time ago. So yeah, I would go in, get acrylic in there, and you can't really tell, you know? If I really wanted to cover this, I would find like a little diamond to put on top. Let me see if I can find one. You could even put a Swarovski on there, but let's see. I don't know if I could pick this up. It's so tiny. Nope, I can't pick that up. Sorry, I'm trying to grab. Oh, there's one. Let's see if it'll work with this. I don't know where all my tweezers are. Oh, there's some tweezers. Everything's just scattered from different videos I've been doing and practice. But yeah, if that was really bothering you, you could put some acrylic right there. You could probably even put a flat stone right there. Sorry. See? I mean, you'd want to do something that coordinates. That could coordinate depending on what design. Maybe some like pink and gold glitter or blue in it, like swirled across. That would be really cute. So that's how I do it with acrylic, and I've never had any issues. I used to use gummy jelly, But like I've said in my previous video before, it's a hit or miss with me. I could show you how the gummy jelly is done. So with gummy jelly, after you've finished your nail, let's say if we use this. I don't know if I ever top coated this nail. It was a practice nail. But you would, let me see. Sorry, the light changed. So with gummy jelly, this stuff, it's from Nail Couture. You would technically take a good amount. I don't know what exactly a good amount is. I put it on pretty thick. This might be a little too thick. But you would put it on and then you would use his top coat. I have used other top coats before and it worked just fine, even though he says to use it together. This is a very old top coat of his. But you would do the jelly, the top coat, and then you would start to add in your stones. And you could do flat stones for this or something big. I don't know if I'm gonna, well, let me see. So here's the issue I have with gummy jelly. Like I said, sometimes it's a hit or miss, but sometimes the things start to slide. This was sliding a little bit when I did it. When you're doing nails, sometimes they're like pointed down at an angle. Right now it looks like it's staying, so I don't know if I was putting enough on there, but for a second I saw it slide. Like it looks like it's sliding a little now. And over time, as you're working with the nail and putting the jewels down, you'll notice they slide. So that could be a little bit frustrating. You could flash cure though. I think he does it in his video. I don't know. Okay. If you have one of these, you could just like go like this really quick to lock it in place and then start working on your others. Well, it's still moving though. Well, not moving, but I still can move it. So maybe you want to hold it there for like 10, 20 seconds and then keep working your way down. So if you have that issue, flash curing it might help. But like I said, I do notice that it slides. I think with the top coat, it's just too slippery. So occasionally when you're working, you will see your work shift. Or from the time you lay down the jewels to putting it in the actual full lamp, you might notice that it shifts. And like I said, I've had clients come back and sometimes or text me and say that they're missing stones. So after you get a few complaints, you kind of lose trust in it. So I save the gummy jelly for myself. Or if I'm like trying to secure something flat, like this nail chain, usually I'll do like a zigzag snake design flat. I would use gummy jelly for something like that because it's flat. But if you're doing like pointed back 3D stones, I don't recommend it for that. Heck, even the flat stones, flat Swarovskis, I don't know if I recommend it for that either. But something like this, I think could work. The last thing I'm going to show you really quick before I go is this Stay Put jelly. I got this off Daily Charme, I think during their Cyber Monday or Black Friday sale. They had a whole sale that week. This is $25. It's really small. I would have normally never bought something like this for $25. But it actually works. I did my nails this week and I put this really big jewel Swarovski crystal on. And I even put these little beads on. And it did a good job. I've been picking at it and I haven't had an issue. I'll also show you this. So with the Stay Put jelly, it actually stays put. You only need a little bit, but so you put it where you're gonna put the jewel at. Let me find a jewel. Well, let's just take off the jewel from the Nail Couture since we didn't use it. But, oops. like when I put it on, it actually stays put. So it does live up to its name. You could totally like bling out some nails or do some 3D crystal designs and it's not gonna move. So with this, I think you, the instructions say to put it on, like do all your jewelry, put the jelly on, do your bling work, and then put it in the lamp, I think for about 60 seconds to 2 minutes, and then top coat after that and put it in. I actually didn't even top coat this. I just put the jelly on, put it in for 1 minute, and it was good to go. But they did recommend doing top coat over it, but I don't know. I just started using this, I think it was Sunday, and I love it. So I definitely will be purchasing this again. I'm super excited about it and I can't wait to test it out on my clients. But on myself so far, since I test everything on myself, I do love it. But so far, if you were to ask me like the 2 must-have things, or even if it was 1 must-have thing, if you're on a budget but you really want something, I would say the Zulays. Like I said, it's $10 and you could do some 3D crystals with it, or even like put stuff like this on your nail and it'll be fine. Along with this, you don't need this. You can actually just use this. This just helps it dry quicker. But you don't need it. You could technically just use $10 and you can get away with this. So I highly recommend this. If you're not ready to purchase this yet, or maybe you're just only going to use it for flat stones, then stick to your acrylic and monomer for those stones, because I haven't had any issues with like the large stones when I use acrylic. So these are like the go-tos, acrylic and Zulay. And now this. I will be adding more of this to my collection once I'm done using it because I love it. So I don't know. Hope that helps. Maybe let me know how you guys do stones. I know you can do top coat, gel top coat. I used to do that, but sometimes I was still finding out that stones are missing. So I stopped using gel top coat to secure stones. Also builder gels. Some builder gels may work for stuff. I have used some before. I don't remember the names off the top of my head right now, but sometimes I've had luck with those as well. But let me know in the comment section what you think, what you're using. I will place the links in for this stuff, just in case you're interested in buying it. This you can purchase at Sally's, or they have them on like Amazon or eBay. But yeah, I hope that it was helpful. If you see this, well, it's on the stand, but this isn't going anywhere, I guarantee you. And then we didn't cure this, but hope that helps. Let me know if you have questions. Alrighty, until next time.